soledad, despojando todo lo malo. Ta Francisco venía, ta José venía.
Hey, Bendición, what up everybody? This is Alvin Quiso back with another video. I want to talk about something that I usually don't speak of, which is Epietimo. Bear with me, this is like my 5th time doing this damn video. I'm pretty pissed off. So let's try this again. La comisión de los juez, the court of judges. If you find out that one does walk with you, a judge, then here's some information on that particular court. I lovingly call them a part of the Ferrano court. The judges, the students, la comisión del maestro, the teachers, the orientales, the Arabs, the pirates, the Vikings, the cowboys, the doctors, the shamans, those people that walk those, those lifestyles. I usually forgot. Everybody's obsessed with Kamalama, the Spanish gypsy, and forget that there are other people that existed: the Hindus, the Orientals, the Arabs that have their own wisdom to give. But I digress. Let's do this. That particular court deals with, of course, the law. And though some may specialize in certain aspects of the law, meaning some dealt with just divorce, some, keep in mind, we're talking about like the 1700s and back, or 1800s and back. Most people's spirits are not 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Most are at least 100 years old, like the slave times and back. So when I'm talking about the judges, yes, you can have one that maybe died in the 50s, whatever. But I'm like, picture like 1700s hanging pirates and like back 1600s, 1500s, the black gown and the powdered wig. I'm not talking about caso cerrado. Not that chick. No, not her. Or Judge Judy. I'm not talking about that. And I got my notes over here, so I just gotta look over here because I don't want to. I've already done this like 5 times. So regardless of what area of expertise, in general, just a judge. And even back then, it wasn't like we have like divorce court and this court and that court. If you're a judge, you're a judge. You just judged everything. Let's see. So, what are they for? The same way the gypsies are popularly known to help with romance and love, and the Congos are known to remove brujeria. The judges are for, their specialty is discernment. Anything that has to do with law, deception, and discernment. And to that end, you ask that spirit that walks with you, that judge, to discern people, to remove masks from people, to know what line of questioning you need to give people to have their masks removed. And within the context of a misa, if a person is mounting a spirit to speak to you or give you the insight, yo, that person is either fake mounting or they are mounted and it's a causa, a trickster spirit, a joker, a espíritu de, how do you say, burlón, who comes pretending like they're enlightened, but they come to bring chaos? Or is that a spirit that has good intentions but needs educating? Or is it a truly enlightened spirit and your muerto, your judge is telling you, listen to what they have to say? That is discernment. That is seeing through the deceptions. And if you're at a misa and your judge says, that person's mounted with XYZ, and you need to interrogate them, because there is, the judge is associated with interrogation, with the testing of spirits. It speaks of this in the Bible. All spirits are to be tested. There is nothing wrong with asking a spirit, da tu presentación, give your presentation. Who are you? The spirit does not need to say their exact name. The personal name is personal to the person, to the spirit. They won't trust everybody. But they should give. Yo soy, que la paz de Dios está aquí. The peace of God here. Okay, so who are you? Are you a trickster spirit that's just saying the peace of God is here, but you really come to wreak havoc? who are you? Oh, okay. A mí me llamo Negra Francisca. A mí me llamo Indio Bravo. A mí me llamo Ta Francisco. A mí me llamo Ta Jose. A mí me llamo, Santa Clara, whatever, saying whatever. Maybe they take on the name of the saint they honored in their life. Whatever. That goes with interrogation. There's nothing wrong with testing spirit. So that's what the judge is there for as far as it comes to the spiritual. When it comes to the physical, removing masks from people. Now, what do you put on the table when you find out that you do have a judge that walks with you? You put a wooden gavel. You put a metal balance. You put a quill, a writing quill. You put a black and white candle. Black and white. White, guilty, innocent. Moral, immoral. White, right and wrong. Opposites. That's another theme. Or brown. To represent just the solemnness, not the earthly nature of them. I don't like that. But brown, it's very toned down. You also give brown to the Arabs. It's a muted, like neutral. It's not dark, but it's not white. So that's what you get. You also put pipe tobacco. You get a pipe and tobacco. Now here's a small caveat. Some judges did take bribes. If you find out that judge that walked with you did take bribes, then you could put change to them as well. But for the most part, though slightly corrupt, the person was still educated and thus gives discernment through the loopholes within the legality system and secular life. So if that judge that you had slight corrupt tendency, then even then, you ask them the same way you found loopholes to get money or to get someone in jail, out of jail. May you find the loopholes in my life so I can get what it is I need. But for the most part, that court is held in high esteem, though forgotten, but held in high esteem that most didn't take bribes. But that's just a caveat as if you find out that judge did. I'm not saying he was like a horrible person, but it happened. We gotta be real. In which case, that judge it's good for finding loopholes. Let's see. So, judges, insofar as the laws and ethics at the time, but still a justice of the peace, you can also put the Bible and have the Bible open to verses that had to do with justice. Divine justice, anything that has to do with justice. You can put holy water in a glass, and put some perfume or a floral water, any fragrance that you like within that water, and you give that to the judge. You can prepare the gavel. You can put holy water, floored water on the gavel. Be careful with the floored water if you put like perfumes or whatever on the actual gavel, because if the wood has like staining on it, like wood stain, it might like mess it up the colors. So be mindful of that. You can put multicolored ribbons on the gavel. What does that represent? All the different walks of life that are coming to the judge seeking judgment, and the judge has to make the decision, guilty or innocent. Or you could put ribbons of black and white. One white, one black. What does that represent? Again, the balance, the clarity versus the darkness. The innocent, the innocent versus the guilty.